Hey guys, in today's video I have one of the best builds in the game at the moment to show you. So whether you just want to be able to smash through the power grind quicker with a meta build, or you just want to be able to be a throwing hammer god, this video is for you. So stick around and let's get right into it. All the gameplay in this video is either from Mythic Missions or Grandmaster Ops. Alright, so for the aspects guys, Sol Invictus is the first aspect, and this is going to allow you to create sunspots with every ability kill, including our hammer kills, which we'll be getting a lot of. The sunspot is our first way of healing ourselves, and it also causes a very decent amount of damage to enemies with Scorch, allowing our hammers to have an almost AoE effect, and they also recharge our abilities faster when standing inside and allow our super to last longer. The second aspect is Roaring Flames. This one allows our solar kills to gain a stacking damage buff up to 3 times. So every time we get a kill with our hammers, it's going to add more damage to the next one. Simple, but extremely useful. As for the fragments guys, we're going to be using Ember of Torches firstly, allowing our hammer final blows to give us and nearby allies Radiant. Radiant allows our weapons to do more damage to combatants and even gives them barrier champ killing ability. All for just getting one hammer kill, which as you can see in the video is very easy with the latest buff to melee damage in the game. Our second fragment guys is Ember of Searing. This states that defeating scorched targets grants melee energy and creates a fire sprite. If you remember, our Sol Invictus aspect is going to create sunspots that scorches enemies. If you remember, our Sol Invictus aspect creates sunspots and those scorch enemies, making this almost too easy to proc for infinite energy and fire sprites, which we will get into why you want them very soon. Ember of Empyrean up next guys. This one allows solar weapon or ability final blows to extend the duration of restoration and radiant effects applied to you. So this one is just going to allow you to have those effects for longer just from getting hammer kills, which we are getting a lot of. Finally, Ember of Solace gives you radiant and restoration effects for a longer duration. Another simple but extremely useful fragment which is going to allow you to become an unkillable hammer god. For the grenade guys, I like the Thermite grenade as it's going to scorch enemies, allowing us to get our fire sprites. And obviously we have the throwing hammer on for the melee guys. As for the exotic guys that makes this all come together, I have 2 options for you guys depending on your playstyle. Firstly is the new exotic, Meles Panoplia, I think, which allows you to become like Thor and call your hammer back to you, hitting any enemies on the way, and intrinsically it also is giving you your hammer slight tracking to enemies. To enable this effect, you just have to pick up a fire sprite or get rapid solar final blows, which is why we have aspects which allow us to get fire sprites very easily guys. If you call your hammer back at the perfect timing, it will create a fiery explosion. The timing window for this is quite large, and I've never had any problems getting this to proc. The reason I like this exotic so much is that you basically never lose your hammer. If you miss and it goes all the way around to the other side of the arena, you can just call it back, no problems. It allows the uptime of this build to really thrive. But if you want more damage for the price of not being able to call your hammer back guys, then you could just use the Wormgold Caress, alright? Classic one, and as you'll see in this video, this one really makes your hammers hit super hard. This exotic is simple to use. The more melee kills you get, the more you'll charge the bar on the left side of your screen. The more charged that bar is, the more damage you do. At max, this goes to 275% more damage guys, so it's very strong indeed. Now, the choice is up to you between those 2 guys. It just depends on how accurate you are with your hammers really at the end of the day. As for the armor guys, if you guys have a good set of the Solstice armor, I would be using this guys, as this armor allows you to get 2 buffs which are also amazing for this build. Firstly, Photo Galvanic give your solar weapons flinch resistance, handling and reload speed when you receive healing, which is basically all the time with this build. Secondly, you get Cauterize, which gives you healing on rapid solar final blows, including your throwing hammers, which yes adds another form of healing guys. So if you got that armor guys, I cannot recommend that enough. It is perfect for this build. As for the armor mods guys, I will quickly go over armor mods. For the helmet, we have the Harmonic Siphon, Heavy Ammo Finder, and Special Ammo Finder. For the arms, we have 2 melee fonts, and these give you 20 plus to each melee stat when getting Orbs of Light. So those are great if your melee stat isn't maxed out guys. If it is maxed out guys, feel free to swap those out for whatever else you want. For the body armor, just put on whatever resistance you need for the activity you are doing. And for the legs, put on 2 solar weapon surges and Innervation. Finally, for the class item, put on Bomber, Class Font, and Time Dilation. For the stats guys, you just want to be maxing out your melee stat as much as possible obviously, and then you can go to weapons or super if you've got that pretty high. As for the weapons I'm using guys, these are very interchangeable, but you do want to make sure you're using a solar primary weapon. For me, I like using the Polaris Lance. As you'll see, it's allowing me to charge my super really quick, but you could also use the Tommy's Matchbook or even a solar SMG from the Solstice event. For the heavy and the special weapon guys, it's up to you guys. It does not really matter for this build. Now, for how to use this build. So this is how you're going to want to use this effectively, guys. The way I play this build is when I see a group of enemies, first I'll throw my thermite at them all. This is going to scorch them all, guys, giving us that fire sprite when we kill them. I'll then swoop in close range and I'll start throwing my hammer at them so it bounces off them and right back into my hands to throw it again. Then I can pick up the fire sprite, and this is going to give me my ability to call my hammer back if I miss. Depending on the exotic I'm using, if I miss, I can just recall it and keep going. But obviously, if I'm using the one that doesn't, I'm going to have to go pick it up. I'm not the greatest accuracy. The reason this build works so good, guys, is because every single time I hit an enemy with my hammer, I'm applying cure to myself. As you can see in the video, guys, this makes me extremely hard to kill. I can run up to anything I want, and as long as I'm spamming my hammer at them and catching it, I am getting cure consistently, making me very, very tanky to kill. If I'm getting to low health and I am about to die, I have a ripcord I can pull. I can activate my super, which with this build is also charging very fast. During boss fights, I can use the Polaris Lance to continually shoot the boss in the head, and as you can see, this charges my super really, really quick, guys, allowing me to spam my solar hammers at the boss. So overall, guys, that's the loop you want to be taking, guys. Get in there, throw your hammers at them, throw your thermite at the ground. This is just going to make you really, really strong, guys. I can run up to champions, and as long as I'm just spamming my hammer at them, there's nothing they can do. They can look at me, they can shoot me, but I've just got too much health coming in, way more than they can deal the damage out. Alright, so that is the build, guys, and how to use. I recommend everyone at least give it a go. Not only is it extremely effective, but it's also really fun to use. Like, I can't get enough of using these, alright? You can basically run up to champions with this build and just stand there and throw hammers at them. As you see in the video, guys, they can't do anything. I will leave a dim link below, guys, so you can easily apply this. Have a really good one, guys. Enjoy this build. I'll see you in the next one. Stitch out.